Hey guys, what's up? It's Julia. Welcome back to my channel. So first, let me just start off by saying I'm so sorry for my background. My room is just not very good to film in right now. So you kind of just see like half of my bed and then my messy room. But when I move next year, I'll have a lot better of a room for filming, so just bear with me until then. Today I want to talk to you guys about something that I feel could be really helpful to many of you, and that is my college application process, because I know some people have the perfect college application process. They get into all the schools they want, but then there are the people that don't get into the schools they want, and there's so many people that happens to, and I just want to let you guys know that it happened to me. You're not alone, and everything is going to be okay. So I'm going to tell you guys my college application process, what schools I applied to, what schools I got into, and of course, by the title, my dream school that I got denied to. So right now I'm a sophomore at the University of Tennessee, and I'm from Maryland. So I really wanted to just get out of Maryland. I didn't apply to any Maryland schools. Basically, my top school was James Madison University. I was completely obsessed. And when I say obsessed, I mean like I owned like every single shirt from James Madison. Like I wore them to school all the time. Everyone from my high school knew that I was obsessed with James Madison. People told me like, oh, you're a JMU girl, like I can see you at JMU. Like I was obsessed. I visited multiple times. I even like was close to the admissions counselor for my area. Like we would email all the time, and I actually asked her to meet up, and we had a meeting, and I just talked to her about how much I love the school, and I asked questions, and I thought that it went so well. And she would email me and say Merry Christmas, like Happy Holidays, like everything was just, it seemed like I was gonna go there, and I was so set on it. So when I applied to other schools, I liked them, but I never really looked into them because I was so set on JMU. I only applied to 5 schools. I know some people like to apply to like 20 or even 30. That just wasn't me. I was originally gonna apply to 10, but I was looking at the schools and I was like, if I got in here, realistically, I would never go. Like if I didn't get into my top 5, I would probably just go to community college until I could. And I was like, these other schools, like I could never see myself at. I was just applying because I thought it was a thing to apply to a bunch of schools. So I only applied to 5. I applied to James Madison, Early Action. They didn't have Early Decision. Early Action is the non-binding, I'm pretty sure, and Early Decision is the binding. So I applied Early Action to them. I applied to Early Action, I think, to all of my schools. I applied to University of Mississippi, or Ole Miss, University of Tennessee, University of South Carolina, and Florida State. So like I said, I visited like some of the other schools, but I really just didn't care for them because I was so obsessed with James Madison. And let me also just say that my college application process was probably the worst time of my life. Like I cried probably every single day for weeks just because I felt like I was so unqualified for these schools. I was working so hard, but everyone else in my school was so smart. Like I was just so overwhelmed because I was looking at all of my activities and I was like, what if it's not enough? What if what I've done isn't enough, even though I worked so hard? So the first school that I heard back from was Ole Miss, and I got in, and I cried just because like I like probably wouldn't have even ever gone to Ole Miss because I don't really think it was me, but I cried just because the fact that I was going to college. Like it was just such a weight off my shoulders because I had gotten into a school and like I was gonna go to college. It was the best feeling in the world. So I like cried when that happened, and that was probably around like October-ish because they did rolling decisions, so as soon as they were getting them, they were sending them out. After that is when James Madison's Early Action decisions came out, and I wasn't too stressed about it because I knew I had another chance, and I knew the Early Action was harder. So I wasn't too stressed, and then I noticed that I got, I think the word is deferred when they look at you again. So I think I got deferred, so that rolled over to regular admissions. And of course I cried because like I didn't really understand, because I had met with the admissions counselor. Like I felt like I really had it. I felt like I was really a fit for the school, and I had all of the GPA and SAT requirements, so I was so confused. But I tried to keep an open mind with it, and after that more decisions were coming out. I got into Tennessee, which is where I am now, which I was happy I got into Tennessee, but I wasn't ecstatic because my heart was still set on JMU. It was definitely a good feeling, and I had definitely was really thinking about Tennessee, but still I wasn't really thinking about backups because I was like JMU. Next, I heard back from Florida State and I got in, and I was so happy because I loved Florida State. I loved like the weather. I love Florida in general. So it was definitely like one of my other top choices, but still I was just like, woo, Florida State, but JMU, when are you coming out? So then JMU decisions came out, and I remember this day so vividly. I was just leaving Palms practice. I was driving home, and this guy in my grade who also had JMU as his top, he was waiting for the decision too, and he messaged me and was like, hey, JMU decisions are out. So I pull over, after I got the notification, I pulled over on the side of the road, and I went so fast onto my account to check if I had gotten in, and I just remember seeing the words waitlisted, and I bawled my eyes out. I sat there for probably a half an hour just crying, so incredibly confused, because I thought that I had it. You know, up until then, I thought that I had the picture ready to post when I got in saying that I was going to JMU. Like, I had a picture of me on campus, and I had it edited and everything and like ready to post. And I had my caption thought out. Like, I was just so sure. So I know it's only waitlisted, so there's still a chance that I could get in, but I just like could not take it. And then the next day of school came, and of course everyone knew that I loved the school, so everyone was coming up and asking me, did you get into JMU? Did you get into JMU? And that day was so hard because I had to keep saying, no I didn't, no I didn't, like, please stop asking me. So after that, I was just like looking at other schools, and that was when I also got into South Carolina, which was super exciting. South Carolina always sounded like a cool school, but I was starting to look more and more at Tennessee because I wanted to go out of state, and I was really interested in the whole SEC vibe now. I actually came here and visited and literally fell in love with the town. And at that time, I didn't really know what I was looking for in a college. I was just trying to get out of Maryland. But this seemed like such a great community. It was in the South. It was a big SEC football school, even though our football sucks. But it was just, I just felt so happy, and the tour was so great, and the campus just seemed so, it just felt like home. It felt like it. After visiting Tennessee, this was around, I want to say March, I decided to commit to Tennessee, which a lot of people think I'm crazy for, because they're like, Julia, why didn't you accept the wait list? Why didn't you just wait? But the thing is I wanted to be excited about a school. I wanted to go full force into a school, and I wanted to find my roommate. I wanted to get excited about recruitment. I wanted that. I didn't want to wait until June to know where I was going to college. I didn't want to be half in Tennessee, half not. Like, I just wanted to go full force and say this is where I'm gonna go, and I wanted to get myself really excited about it. And yes, there is a little bit of like the unknown. Like, I still think about it today, like what if I would have gotten into JMU, because I know if I accepted the wait list and got in later on, I would have gone there. So there is a lot of what ifs with it, but at that time, again, I didn't know what I wanted in a college. And now looking back at it, like, I genuinely don't think that JMU was me. I look at it as such a blessing that I ended up at this school, because I'm just so happy, and I love this state, I love this school, and everything just, it worked out. I'm obsessed with the city around here and just the whole vibe of it, and it's just a very different vibe, and I think it's so me. So with that said, I know a lot of people don't get into their dream school, but I just want to let you know that it's gonna be okay. Like, there's so many options for you, whether you want to go to a different school, and if it's not for you, transfer to your dream school, or go to community college, transfer to your dream school, or just go full force into a school that may not have been your top, but it's actually still a really great school. It's really just what you decide, but I want to let you guys know that it's gonna be okay. Everything's okay. I know this is such a stressful time for all of the seniors, but I just think wherever you go, you can't be half in it, because you get into college what you put into it. If you're gonna go out and make friends, join stuff, and get really involved, you're gonna enjoy it. Freshman year is hard no matter what, but you're gonna enjoy it a lot more than if you sit at the school and say, wow, I would much rather be here, and have your heart somewhere else. And if you do go all into the school and go full force and you still don't like it, then yeah, go ahead and transfer if you're really not feeling it, but don't go into school with a closed mind just because you didn't get into your dream school. You may end up just absolutely loving your second choice school, or even your third or fourth choice school. So that's all I have for you guys today. That's my whole little spiel. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions or have any video suggestions for me, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.